Hi, so in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to solve the quadratic equations by using factorization method. So as you can see already here, we have our equation 2x squared minus x minus 6 equal to 0. Now, the reason why I've written this is because this is when you're defining a quadratic equation, say it's an equation of the form x squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, where this a should not be equal to 0, because once a is equal to 0, meaning it will no longer be a quadratic equation, it will now be a linear equation. Okay, now you're wondering how I found this negative 12. How we found this product? You know, to say product is given when you multiply two numbers. Now in a quadratic equation, how we find a product is you multiply a, which is 2, by c, which is negative 6. So when you multiply 2 times negative 6, it will give us negative 12. Then the sum is just the number that has x, of which here you check. Now, which coefficient is here? Which means it's negative 1. The coefficient of negative x, it's negative 1, it's here. Then for the factors, which numbers can you multiply? Which two numbers can you multiply to give you to negative 12? We need to say it's negative 4 by 3. 4 times 3 to give us 12. But which one should carry a negative charge? It's supposed to be a 4. Why? Because when we say negative 4 plus 3, when you're finding the sum, to give us negative 1. Negative 4 times 3 to give us negative 12. Okay? Now, having done that, then we can proceed and now solve the equation. Now, what we do is this. These factors will replace this negative x, because you confirm with me to say negative 4 plus 3 to give us negative 1, of which that is what we have here. So it is what you're going to replace here so that we can have 4 times. So meaning this will be 2x squared minus, we have 4x here, so minus 4x minus plus 3 minus plus 3x minus 6 equal to 0. When you do that, you proceed. We can now factor, or we can now factorize these, also these. So what is common here? When you try to factorize these two, you can see that 2x is common. So you say 2x is common here, open brackets. 2x into 2x squared, when you divide these two, it will give you, or it will give us x, minus 2x into 4x, it will give us a 2. Then here, what is common between the two terms here? We can see that it's only 3 that is common, open brackets. What is 3 into 3x? To give us x. Then minus, because positive divided by negative, it's a negative. Then 3 into 6, we not say to give us 2 equal to 0. When done doing this, then we can proceed and say, so what will happen here? Since these two are the same, we're going to rewrite them the way they are. Just we pick one of the two. Then 2x plus 3, we'll also put it in brackets. So meaning I'm saying this and this, we'll rewrite them like this. So it will be 2x plus 3 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now here it's simple to solve. So what we'll do is we'll get this one equal to 0, or we'll get this one equal to 0. So both of them. So meaning it will be 2x plus 3 equal to 0, which is this one equal to 0, we're trying to find two possible values of x. So even this side we'll have x minus, so put or, so we're saying or x minus 2, which is this one, equal to 0. Okay, when you're done doing that, you can now solve. So since 2x plus 3 equal to 0, you can group the like terms, meaning this, we have the additive inverse of positive 3 is negative 3. Okay, so meaning 2x, when we subtract 3 here to be 0, then that negative 3 will be this side. Or x, when this one also does crosses an equal sign, we'll have positive 2. Now here we are done, but this side we're not yet done. Divide by 2, divide also here by 2. We can see that x will therefore be equal to negative 1 whole number 1 over 2. Therefore x is equal to negative 1 whole number 1 over 2, or x is equal to positive 2. Then you are done. So this is what you were supposed to do. So when you meet such kind of equation, that is exactly what you are supposed to do. Now, what if they give you another question? So now I want you to try this question and see how you can answer it. Okay, so I'll call this one as my B. Then the question is 2x squared minus x, 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 equal to 0. You try this one.